What's up, everyone? I'm not just addressing the Ramblers today, I'm addressing everyone watching. This is something important that I needed to get out there. So important that I had to make a video right this very moment, the day of when my Let's Get Rambling comes out. Last night, me and one of the writers, Renegade Sim, Miles Green, and friends went to go see Pacific Rim, and it was awesome. It was great. It was fantastic. Then I got back home. and I started looking up stuff on Pacific Rim to see what other people were saying about it. Then I read an article on IGN saying that Grown Ups 2 will surpass Pacific Rim. It says that the tracking it's tracking better, which please someone out there tell me what tracking means. I'm assuming that people in focus groups are saying that it's going to do better. I'm assuming that it just means it's going to do better than Pacific Rim, which I don't know if that doesn't fly with me. No, it doesn't fly with me. My heart hurts. It hurts my heart to hear that. Now I don't usually tell people to do things, but I'm telling you right now. Get out there, get your ass in a movie theater, and see Pacific Rim. If anything, to save the integrity of original films. Granted, I know it's not an original concept, but it's someone taking a huge risk making this film. Guillermo del Toro making this huge risk, because he believes in this film, and I believe in this film. It's great, it's fun, it's so much freaking fun. Believe it or not, I can get past my pretentiousness every once in a while, and like and enjoy a film. Good films. Grown Ups 2 is not one of those. Throw that shit in the garbage, please. Now there are some things that are probably deterring some of these focus groups away from what they're thinking that Pacific Rim is going to do bad. Granted, knowing how these things work, Pacific Rim might do bad, but the reasons to why it's going to do bad are simple. One, the lack of familiarity. No one's familiar with this kind of concept, and no one is familiar with this IP, because it's a vaguely original concept, which is something that we need more of now. We need more of these things, and supporting them is only going to get us more of them. I mean, do you want more reboots? I mean, do you want there's a RoboCop remake in the mix, son of a... See, saying that moves me to the point of cardiac arrest. Just saying the RoboCop blah thing is gonna happen. It's happening. So one, familiarity. Two, the lack of familiar actors. There's like a good mix of no-names in this film. Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is in this film playing a scientist, which when I heard that, I'm like, sold. Sold right there. I love Charlie Day. I want to see him outside of his element. Granted, he's still a tad bit in his element. Okay, a lot of it in his element. He's the comedic relief, but he's also smart as to oppose his character Charlie on the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Idris Elba from The Wire is in this film as well. And he just draws so much screen. He's got screen presence, you know? You watch him, you don't take your eyes off the guy. He's great, he's a fantastic actor. I love him to death. Brings a powerful, not like a mind, you know, not like a film-changing performance, but a performance nonetheless that is very well done. And it's gripping. It keeps your attention, you know? Just like, you know, and see that with the familiarity of actors, the reason people go see like sequels is because number one, it's a established property, meaning people are saying, oh, I know this, I'm going to like this because I am familiar with this. When they see something that's different, it's like, oh, I don't know what that is. It's different. Different is bad. Change is bad. Therefore, I am not going to watch this. That mentality needs to stop. Please. So what have I covered so far? Familiarity and the lack of well-known actors. And three, I think I addressed this in number 2 a little bit, but the fact that it's different. It's different, and the people are just like, oh, I don't know what this is. I don't want to see it. It's different. It's not... Ew, I just want to see normal people. and stuff, instead of an interesting concept with interesting characters, with good writing, with great cinematography, with great visual effects, which, by the way, I just like talking. I'm spitting, man. Come on. I don't like talking about visual effects because I'm not a gigantic fan of CGI, but the effect of the mix of CGI and practical effects is mind-boggling. Some of these things you see in the film, a lot of it's practical effects, and you're just like, not the robot fights, but Guillermo del Toro goes to the point at which he just can't do practical effects anymore when he has to have CGI in, which isn't a bad thing. There's so much practical. I love practical effects. And the visual effects are just stunning in this film. And I know I'm going off topic from number 3, but I think I had just enough of it in point 2. But anyway, this is 2 films this year that have addressed the visual effects: Man of Steel and Pacific Rim. Just bear with me, people. Grown Ups 2 is a film about fart jokes, piss jokes. Think of wrong looking trailer where Adam Sandler's getting a deer pissing in his mouth because pee is funny, and Adam Sandler going, oh, it's hilarious. And people like just want this is what people want with their comedy now. I was going to make a spoon-fed joke, but that would require me leaving the room, and therefore I would get out of my funk. So I don't want to leave the room. But spoon-fed, they just want it. They don't want to have to like work for it. I consider it, just being spoon-fed the joke, just saying, hey, there's the joke. Here's something blatantly stupid. Laugh at it. As opposed to something else where, like eating crab legs. It takes work to eat crab legs. You work for it. You finally get that shell off and you get the nice meat, and sometimes you can dip it in the butter. I don't like the butter because you're trying to lose some weight here. But as opposed to working for it, working to actually think, people don't want to think. And don't get me wrong, there are some films where I just want to like shut my brain off for a little bit, like Expendables 2. Shut my brain off, have a good time, watching stuff explode, watching just one-liners happen. It's good to shut your brain off. But there are some films that you can't shut your brain off to, but they're still good films. Grown Ups 2 is shutting your brain off and portions of your body. Like you can shut your brain off for like Expendables 2, you can shut your brain off, like say like you shut off half of the brain for Expendables 2. The part where you still feel like you're human and you're laughing because of the jokes and the over the top action are funny. Whereas Grown Ups 2, you might as well be in a coma because you're no longer you're a vegetable at this point. Do you want to be a vegetable? I don't think so. Sorry to our vegetable demographic if you're watching. I'm sorry. Seriously, people, go see Pacific Rim. Make this film as good as this film is. Make it and some of y'all are thinking, oh, this is obviously a PR thing. They're getting paid to talk not good. I'm getting paid to talk well about Pacific Rim. No, we are not. If I were, I would not be as passionate. I'd be passionate because hey, if it's better if it's like, hey, if a good studio approaches us and says, hey, talk good about our film. Well, is it good? I'll watch it first. Then I will make my assumption if I want to talk good about it. Therefore, we'll take that offer. But if it's bad, we won't take it because if it's bad. I think I don't run that part of the site. I just talk about things. But please, I'm begging you with all my heart, see Pacific Rim. See it. Make it money, because Guillermo del Toro doesn't make bullshit. He'll produce them every once in a while, but he doesn't, when he's in the director's chair, he doesn't make bullshit. He makes quality cinema, like the Hellboy films and Pan's Labyrinth. He's got a super creative mind, and it's just fantastic. Go see Pacific Rim, please. I am begging you. From the deepest parts of my heart. They're somewhere over here. No, that's where my heart is. That's my chest cavity. That's a totally different part of the body. Science. I don't ask you for much. All I ever ask you to do is subscribe. You can do that if you want. But please, I beg you, see this film. And I think I'm going to call this segment, Get Out and Watch It. Yeah, I'll get out and watch it. That's what I'm calling it. We need to show Hollywood that we do want original things. That we will watch these and we will love it and it will earn them money. Because that's what they care about. I care about quality cinema. They care about money. We have to balance it outside at some point. I'm Brandon Gropey for Renegade Cinema. Signing off.